Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm VelvettB, and thanks for joining me today for the speed build. So, what are we building today? We are back in Chestnut Ridge. So it's been a while since I've built in Chestnut Ridge, and I'm excited because I really enjoyed when the Horse Ranch pack came out. It turned out I really liked building ranch houses. So I hadn't really built them before the pack came out, and I went wild building these sort of ranch style houses, and I loved them. So we are building a little fancy ranch house on, I think it's like the little 20 by 20 lot. So it's not a starter house by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a smaller house. But it has like a little stable around the back for your horsey, and it's all set up ready to go to move into in the new ranching adventure in Chestnut Ridge. So I really like that. I did something a little bit different with the shape. So created the sort of the little angles at the front, which I thought were quite cool. And just used a bit of the plant life that came with the horse ranch sort of debug to do the landscaping with, and I didn't want to go too dry and that sort of thing. I did want to bring like a little bit of life to the lot, so I did go more green than what the area would probably suggest, but I didn't want to go brown. So I was like, stuff it, I'm just gonna go green and bring like brownie tones into it. It'll be fine. And I've used like a little bit of a yellow flower, a little bit of the grass under the fencing. I did go super heavy on the Horse Ranch pack in this build, but I didn't exclusively use just Horse Ranch and base game or anything like that. It is a mixed pack build, but it has got a lot of Horse Ranch in it. Because you know what? That build by pack really does suit the world. I mean, if it's going to suit the type of build that you want to do in the world, then hey, perfect, then you're going to use it, right? So on the exterior, I am using the Horse Ranch stone foundation and the Horse Ranch stairs. As I said, I do use a lot of Horse Ranch. So some of these things will change as the build goes on, but that's cool. So this is our little stable out the back, which doesn't look like much right now, but we are going to turn it into something. And it should fit like a little horsey in here. You know what? I didn't play test to see if the horse fit in. Oh well. I'm sure he does. I found like from doing other stables and stuff, because I've done enough stables now in my time, that it's not so much the vertical way that you place the stable. It's more about the width of the stable and just leaving space for the width of the horse bed. So yeah, I've done like a heap of stables, so I'm kind of, I guess, fairly comfortable with how those are situated in the game. I say that now. Famous last words, right? So I'm using the Horse Ranch columns around the house. So just fixing up the porching. I think the porch looked really good, having the two sort of levels of the porch. And I love the way that I used the wood with the stone in this one. I think it looks really cool, just using the wood as an outline around the stone in the middle. A bit impressed with myself there because I think it looks really good. Anyway, so I did actually end up changing that wood, because I've used a mid-tone wood there, but I end up changing that. It just like didn't quite gel. So you'll see probably quite soon I'll change the color of that wood to something else. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just creating a room on the second level so I can create the spandrels that I want to create. So I wanted to create some multi-level spandrels, as you can see there, with the columns, and that's just like a look thing that I wanted to create. I mean, it's nothing that you can send your sim out to enjoy, but it's a visual aesthetic. So that's the wood changing there on the exterior. So once again, just using a Horse Ranch wood on the outside. Just tonally, I think it just worked a little bit better. I felt like the mid-tone wood that I initially used was just a little bit too contrasting. So just fixing up the windows and the heights and which windows I'm using. And once again, just using all the Horse Ranch windows, Horse Ranch doors. So I did go super heavy on Horse Ranch, and then just kind of accented it with like different packs and bits and pieces from different packs around the place. So I think it worked nicely. Like, it hit the right vibe, I think. I was really happy with like the way that the stone and the wood, and the two different kinds of wood worked together out there as well. I put the spandrels around the stable as well, which looked quite cool, using the chimney and like a little, what was it called? It was like a little barn outlook thing on the roof, which I think looked neat as well. So I'm using a bit of outdoor retreat as well as the horse ranch, and then that's the Riviera kit umbrella and stuff out there for rent barbecue, and just like some little bit of barbecue bits and pieces there. So as I said, I'm just like using a lot of horse ranch, but I'm accenting it with different packs around the place, and I can't help it with the Riviera retreat stuff because I just love that pack. That kit is so good. But of course, you want to have like your rocking chair and like your seating, because if you've got these lovely porches with this amazing view, then you want your Sims to be out there enjoying it. So I was conscious of that. I'm just thinking now I've probably faced those chairs around the wrong way because they're facing the house and they should really be facing the other way, but oh well. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? And I did want to make like this a little bit of a practical area, so I've added, even though I don't have nectar making the house, the person that moves in there might want to do nectar making, and I added like a little boxing area for your fitness and a meditation area, so they can get out there and meditate and enjoy the beauty that is Chestnut Ridge, of course. So there is like a little bit of activity and stuff in the backyard, as well as having your little horsey there to ride. So we are moving into the interior, and I am just working out the floor plan and how this is going to work. So I'm going to have all of the living space stuff down on the bottom floor, and then upstairs will be the bedrooms. So this is going to be 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So two of the bathrooms are really just like little teeny tiny en-suites. So they are just like 3x1 bathrooms, or 2x1, something like that. Anyway, but they are teeny tiny, and then you've got like a really big bathroom downstairs, which has a good amount of space in it. So I think that balances out okay. And 2 bedrooms, as I said, upstairs. So in the kitchen, I'm using the Jungle Adventure oven and fridge, and then using the horse ranch counters in there as well, because obviously that wood just works so nicely. I'm using the Riviera Retreat tile because I'm in love with that tile at the moment, and just the base game tile on the floor. I think on the floor in the wood, I'm pretty sure that's horse ranch as well on there, and using like lots of little different pieces of clutter around the kitchen, because it's an okay sized kitchen. There's enough counter space where you can actually fit a little bit of clutter on there, and it's certainly very usable for the Sims to get in there and do a bit of cooking. So, may as well take advantage of the counter space. So I'm just moving into the bathroom here. So I'm bringing a little bit of blue into the build, and I think I ended up having to move stuff around in that bathroom. It took me a little while to figure out. It was actually, the Sim couldn't get in the bath, and it was just like a little too close to the wall, and it's just kind of weird. But anyway, one of those little weird, like, how sometimes you play test a build and the Sims just like get really fussy about like an odd thing. It was just like that odd thing in the build where the Sim got really fussy. And then when I actually get to the living room area, I had a lot of struggle with getting the Sim up the stairs because they didn't want to walk over, because I put a couple of things under the stairs and they didn't want to walk over it or something. I don't know. Anyway, I had fun with the playtesting in this one. It was just difficult. Shouldn't have been, but it was one of those things with the Sims. So lots of stuff in the bathroom. We've got like the dresser and bits and pieces in there. So if they need to get dressed in there, like a bit of shelving and bath, as well as the walk-in shower, which I thought was really cool. So it's a really nice bathroom. So they get one big bathroom, but it's a really nice big bathroom at least. So then we've got a dining space here. So I know it's a bit odd having like the bathroom come off the dining room, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes it just works out that way. I needed to have a bigger bathroom in the build, and this was the only space I could fit it in. But in the dining area here, you can sort of see I did a contrast with the blue, which is really cool. And then into the living space. So it's kind of got like a big staircase in the middle of it, which did make things a little tricky, but I worked it out. It's fine. Sort of moved the way that the staircase sat, created like a little entrance area off to the side, and then from there I was able to work out how the rest of the living space would sort of work. So I even managed to fit a fireplace in here, believe it or not. So I was really happy with that. And I was happy that I remembered the fireplace, because I'm shocking at remembering fireplaces when I put chimneys on the roof. So I was like, yay me! So this kind of evolved. I wasn't happy with like the colors that were available in that particular in the Dream Home Decorator sectional couch. So ended up going with the Horse Ranch couch and using the rug, just like a little TV off to the side. I think that's the curtains from the movie stuff pack. I'm pretty sure it's one of the few things from that stuff pack that I use quite regularly. I love those curtains. I think they're gorgeous. But the cream kind of really offset the darker wood quite nicely. So I really like that. So then you want to use like that under space in the stairs. So in the final build, it might look a tiny bit different, but it's essentially, I think, pretty close to what I build in the video. So I've got like a little seating area by the fire, and then there's going to be a little study area underneath the staircase. As I said, it did take me a little bit of maneuvering to work out what was creating the issue for the sim, because it just would not go up the stairs. So it did take me a little while just to figure out how to sit that, but I did work it out. So these are the two little mini bathrooms up there. So like, yeah, little 2x1s, but you can make them fully functioning. It's just a case of shrinking down the sink. You can squeeze in the sink and the toilet beside each other in one grid, and then like one of the invisi showers on the other end, and voila, you have fully functioning 2x1 bathrooms. Easy as. So they're teeny tiny, but they are working. So I did like another little sort of mini lounge up on the top floor, because we had like our staircase kind of area. So I turned that into like a little mini lounge area, bookcase, seating, TV, that sort of thing. And then the two bedrooms up here. So one is a kid's room and one is the adult room. So, or a double bedroom, as the case may be. So I went heavy on the Horse Ranch stuff. So I made like a little dresser kind of area out of the counters from the kitchen. And I think that looked quite neat, because I like the way that the cupboard doors look quite different sitting next to each other. So I thought that was quite neat, and like all the furnishing and stuff from Horse Ranch. And then, yeah, so it's going to be the adult room as well as the kids' room off to the side. So it is like a little family house, which is nice. As I said, it's not on a big lot. It's on a 20x20 lot, so there isn't like heaps of room to build unless I wanted to go up and up and up and up. So it's going to be for a small family, just sort of, not necessarily starting out in the world, because it is not a starter house value at all. But I think I got it under 100,000. So that's something. So I just sort of contrasted this blue and pink. I don't know. It just sort of worked for me. And I did the stone wall just to match the wall, I think. Oh, no, it doesn't match the wall on the outside. I just like the stone wall as a contrast. I don't know why, but I did. So that's what I went with. And so the pink walls with the blue bed, and the sort of like the computer's pink and blue. It just sort of, it's not gender specific anyway. It's not, I didn't have a particular gender in mind. It's just like, kids like colour, so let's just do a colour. There you go. I did change that stone to match the stone on the outside. I knew I did. So let's take a tour of what we did. I really love how this came out. Like, I think the stone and the woods just looks so perfect for this area, with the rustic tiling on the roof. And look, there's our little stable there for our horsey ready to go in there. Lots of space on the porches for hanging out and enjoying, a bit of outdoor living as well. So I was really happy with how that came out. I love working with the spandrels and the columns when it comes to ranch houses, because I think it just adds like, that ranchy kind of touch to it. So I was really pleased with that, and how it all sort of blended together. Just so those natural sort of vibe colours in the woods and stones. So then this is our living area here. So you've got your couch and your TV, a little bit of seating. You've got your little study area under the stairs, and then going through to our little fireplace nook there over in the corner, and then going through to our kitchen. So used all the Horse Ranch kind of cabinets and a bit of the Jungle Adventure, and then into the dining area. So once again, going heavy on the Horse Ranch, and into the big bathrooms. We've got the walk-in shower and the bath, and the little bits and pieces around the place with the dresser and the shelving. Then this is the kids' room, super cute. As I said, gender neutral, so you can use this for a boy or a girl or whatever you like. And then into the master bedroom here with the blue and the little bits of horse ranch, cozy bistro wallpaper. And that's our build. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.